Number 6, racing for Team Transberry Juice. Here we have Markus Krankzler, and he's also named after the Pixar technical director Markus Krankzler, so that's pretty cool. And let's just dive right into the review of this awesome Piston Cup racer. So he's in the same case as Rev Roadages, who I reviewed last Saturday. Link is in the description below, along with the card suggestion in the top right hand corner. They're in the same case, and I'm trying to get the content, so I'll put that in the description below if you want to see what other cars are in the case as well. Just to give you guys kind of like an overview, you have Metallic Bobby Swift, Conrad Camber, you have the Cars 1 Transberry Juice Racer, who's this guy right here, Lee Revkins, you have TG Castlenut, who's basically Davey Apex. But anyway, getting back on track, we have the Piston Cup Racers series here, which are all the Cars 3 stock cars. I love his art right there, looks great in front of the Desert Highway. Have the Cars logo up top. On the back, you have a picture of Jack DePost and Rex Revler, who were released last year and will be released again this year later on. We have Dino Draftsky for Clutch 8. I have him right here. And Rev Roadages, like I previously mentioned. The description reads, rookies and racing legends alike compete to win the coveted Piston Cup. Novatos y leyendas de las carreras compiten lado a lado por la codiciada Copa Piston. I think that's how it's pronounced, because I have been taking Spanish for only 4 years, so I should know. But anyway, there is a nice picture of Bobby Swift, Cal Weathers, and McQueen looking super sad after just being beat by Jackson Storm at the Copper Canyon Raceway. So you know what? I have nothing else to say about the package, so we're just gonna open it up. Tear it right on open. So here is Markus out of the package looking stunning, and let's talk about where he appeared in Cars 3. So of course, he was the Transberry Juice racer after Lee Revkins, whom he replaced. And then he himself got replaced sometime throughout Cars 3 by Bubba Wheelhouse. Now, he went from 63 to 6. I should say the team went from 63 to the number 6. And that's because Bubba Wheelhouse here is based on real-life racer Bubba Wallace, and his real-life number is 6. So they made the next gen number 6. And they wanted to have some consistency throughout the movie, so they made the stock car for Cars 3 6 as well. So the change in number wasn't between the two racers in Cars 3, but rather between the two stock cars that took place over like 10, 11 years. Now, back to Markus's appearance in Cars 3. There are a couple pictures that I'll put on the screen there. Not many times at all. This is actually one of the characters that I found the least amount of pictures for. And I don't know why. I mean, there's a lot of racers, so it makes sense that some of them get the short end of the stick. Now, he may be released again in the future. I have no idea. It would be pretty nice because I haven't found this case at all, meaning that I had to buy him online. So, I mean, I would assume that a lot of our people have the same problem. So, for their sake and my own, it'd be nice if he got a re-release down the road. But anyway, let's just now review him and do a side-by-side comparison with the other Transberry Juice racers. This is a pretty sweet legacy. However, the change is not as drastic as from the Vinyl Toupee racers that we talked about last week. Team Transberry Juice here pretty much kept the same color scheme of purple and yellow, and then Markus and Bubba have some blue, a little bit of navy blue mixed in there as well. So we're just going to compare Markus and Lee first because they're more similar since they're both stock cars. Now Markus is the same model as many other stock cars in Cars 3. I like to call it the Bobby Swift model because that was the first one. But I just pulled out these for examples. There are a lot more. You have Phil Tankson, Chip Gearings, TG Castlenut, and Dino Draftsky. Most of them do have different expressions, whether they just like flip the eyebrows there or do something different. Like with Dino, it's a little bit lower, but most of them, they just kind of rotate the way the eyelid is, curled up. For TG, that's what they did. Looks like These three, though, are the exact same. So unfortunately, they just do brown eyes and pretty much the same expression, but at least they're trying. With Cars 1, all the racers that were this model had that same exact grimace, that determined expression. So it's nice to get a little bit more effort put in from Mattel for Cars 3. Looking at the grills here, or the lack of, on Lee, he does not have a grill, so that must mean he's a clean shaver since grills are basically mustaches. But on the other hand, Markus does have a grill there. You can see the headlights and how they've changed. 63 on the actual fake headlight. They are fake, they're just stickers, of course. And then 6 is now below that there. You have the vents on either side, very small and thin. I like the base color. It's kind of like a bluish purple. And then on the hood here is where you get an insane difference. You have kind of like this really sky blue and yellow color scheme with the new modern logo that has some gradient, some shadow, some depth to it. White and then the blue or the yellow, my bad. And it says, "Let loose the juice" in that white, very small text there. It's very hard to read. And then there you have the old school, just flat on the hood there, same color, along with the oil jug or whatever you want to call it, the thing you'd sip it out of, which this thing does sound pretty good. Like Transberry juice, I'd love to try that. And the background, you have like a stream of it with the effervescent bubbles there, of course, because it would fizz on you. Looking at the sides here, both have black rims with the black Lightyear tires. Markus has Lightyear there above or on the fender. His contingency sponsors are the Piston Cup Vitally Revolting, RPM Nitroid Octane Gain, and Clutch Aid. And you do have some bubbles like in the front here and toward the back, so they didn't remove them completely even though they aren't on the hood anymore. The number font is pretty much the same. They did add some depth to it and put more of like a trim on with the yellow and black versus before. It was a little bit more simple. That red arrow indicates to the pit crew where to lift them up at to exchange the tires. You have that yellow stripe there on the bottom. For Lee, you just had kind of the same design from the hood with the stream of it, purple and yellow and white with a bunch of bubbles. Here you have kind of more like of a wave, like ocean. It's kind of strange. I mean, I never thought that they would really go like that way, because you would think that this is not like water. It actually has like some color to it, like grape juice. But it's kind of the way they're going with this wavy ocean design. But then you have like the yellow, dark blue, and white. All these stripes intermixed. You have Transberry right there. I don't know why it doesn't say juice. That's kind of interesting. Maybe it says juice on the other side. No, just Transberry above the back fenders or tires. Looking behind or in front of the spoiler here, it says Transberry Juice again with the slogan. Before, you just had the, I don't know, wave flow design. On the roof, you have 6, huge font right there with the roof flaps and kind of some more bubbles with a light blue gradient. There is how it was before. See, Lee had pretty much the same design like all throughout him, whereas Markus changes it up a lot. Like the hood looks insanely different from the back portion of him, so I really do like that aspect. There is the gas cap, and looking toward the back here, you have the third appearance of Let Loose the Juice, which I'm certainly not complaining about. That camera, of course, is there to get cool shots of racing from behind. Transberry Juice logo again, 6. And looking at Lee, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, looking at the back of him, you just have the logo with some stripes there. So a lot more simplistic on Lee. They really modernized it, made it look a little bit more complex. And I like that. I definitely prefer Markus over Lee. Now the question is, though, is Markus better than Bubba Wheelhouse? I don't know. I think Markus is. I have to say, for all those Bubba Wallace fans out there, don't hate on me, but I'm not a huge fan of Bubba Wheelhouse. He's one of my favorites, or least favorite, next gens, just because his colors are very dark. Nothing really pops out on him, unlike Chase Racelet, who the emerald green just shines. With Bubba here, I don't know, nothing's really popping out, but I still really do like the two-tone with the darker blue and then the lighter blue, like right there, along with the yellow and how it kind of fades out. This right here is Avengers Infinity War. If you saw the movie, Just think of this. Like, that totally reminds me of what happened in the movie. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but just think of that if you saw the movie. That's a kind of cool, I don't know, reference to the movie. I love that movie, by the way. I definitely recommend to go see it. Even if you're not a big Marvel fan already, you will be after you see the movie. It really is a masterpiece. But getting back to Markus and Bubba here, I do prefer Markus because the yellow on him really pops, makes him look a little bit more vibrant. Whereas Bubba, the dark colors just don't really do anything for me personally. And design-wise, they are insanely different. But that's pretty much it for the comparison of the 3 Transberry Juice Racers. They are all amazing, don't get me wrong, but Markus definitely wins it for me. Now bringing in the rest of the team, we have a factory custom crew chief from China that goes along with Lee there, so they look pretty cool. And just released early last year, we have the Transberry Juice Semi-Cab, who is awesome. His color is a little bit brighter than Lee, but they still all fit together. If you'd like to see my review of this, the link will be in the description below. Let's bring it all in, team. The Transberry Juice team finally united and complete. Well, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys very, very soon for a future review, which will probably be of Metallic Bobby Swift, unless I get something more exciting or come up with another video idea, which is likely because I don't like doing so many reviews in a row. I like splitting things up. I do kind of a different video, then I'll do a review and then, switch back and forth. But I don't know what else to do. I haven't been finding much in stores. There hasn't been many new releases, but things are picking up now. Van Lane, I think is how his name is said. And then you have, with the Cannon and Roscoe. Those deluxe have all been found in the store. So that's exciting. We have new mini racers, and a lot more stuff is coming soon. So I'll see you guys then. Bye now.